Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emanuel, I'm a Boeing 737 pilot and a member of PMDG's tech team. So, I think we can all agree that there is something missing in the screen that I'm just showing you on my departure from Oslo. And let's put it like this. Yes, I fully agree. We are solely missing the electronic flight bag from the PMDG 737. The good news is, this morning Robert Randazzo has posted a very small update in the PMDG forums as an answer to a topic from somebody asking about the EFB, and it contains quite a little bit of very interesting information that many of you have been waiting for. So let's go ahead and talk about that for a moment. Robert posted that he thinks that they will start showing you the Universal Flight tablet about mid-September-ish. And note that they are calling it the Universal Flight tablet here, not EFB, but that's probably for licensing reason, is my personal guess. So just like everything in this video, either I'm taking it right from the announcement that Robert Randazzo has posted, or if there is something of my personal opinion on it, then I'm going to say so. So, Robert goes further and says that he's going to feature many of the features that we are using in real life, adapted to the flight simming courses, for example, to SimBrief and Navigraph. Currently, PMDG is in the process of working through the operational performance tool. Note, by the way, that he's calling it operational performance tool, not onboard performance tool as Boeing does. So, again, slight variation here. And now I'm going on. Being very careful to avoid infringing on the intellectual property of the many real-world vendors providing such capabilities, as this would be easy to do given our familiarity with them from actual operations. So, what Robert is saying here is basically that PMDG is paying careful attention that they are not violating any copyrights here. For example, they are not just plainly simulating an iPad, I guess, and the original apps from the manufacturer, since that would be copyright infringement. And we can tell that from looking at the many small things we see here, like calling it a Universal Flight tablet or using the term operational performance tool rather than onboard performance tool. So, small variations here, which are probably for copyright reasons. Now, Robert goes further in the update and saying that none of what is provided is new to PMDG products per se, as PMDG aircraft have had electronic flight bags in the P3D product lines over Class 1 and Class 3 EFBs provided in the 737, 47 and 777. So, for those people thinking that this would be new territory to PMDG, it really isn't. And he goes on saying that PMDG have simply decided to move a bunch of options and setup capabilities from the FMS menus to the tablet, and this meant departing from the classic and very tired Boeing EFB design that was originally included. So basically he just puts emphasis here on that PMDG is familiar with creating EFBs, and that, however, since they are going towards tablet style EFB from the previous Boeing EFBs, a little bit of stuff has to be developed newly, like including the options and setup capabilities from the FMS. So I guess this pretty much means that we cannot expect to see the original Boeing design that we saw in the P3D products. However, I have to say that I'm really glad about this, because in my opinion that design was just, well, outdated, to put it that way. I mean, how many airlines were still using this to date? The vast majority of them are using their own electronic flight bags in forms of either iPads or Microsoft Surface Books, so that's pretty much what we will be looking at. Now, probably the most interesting piece of information that's been given, and I'm going to quote Robert Randazzo on this. I'm guessing at this point, but I think the tablet will be made operational for you in October or so, possibly sooner, possibly later. It just depends on how long it takes to amalgamate all of the performance data once we have the operational flight planning tool implemented in this new format, (end). So there is your first hint as to when you can expect the EFB to come around. So October or so, possibly sooner, possibly later. So take it with a grain of salt, of course. They're hoping for October, but you guys know software development. Those of you who are following flight sim development for years and years will exactly know how much it means when a date like this is given. So hoping for something is very good. It may give you a rough idea when to expect it, but as Robert says himself, possibly sooner, possibly later. And those of you who are experienced flight simmers will know what that means. Alright, this is going to conclude this morning's video. I would like to thank you very much for your attention. Hope that you have found this one interesting. And if you did, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like, and tell me what you think about the new update that's just been posted. Of course, I'm going to link Robert's post in the video description below so that you can have a look yourself. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next video, hopefully very soon.